The sun is coming through the window so much, and I am just going to enjoy it and not complain about it. We've had such a long winter. Yeah, welcome back, my lovelies, and I am so glad you're here. I've been really excited to make this video, and I know it's been too long since the last time we were together, so I'm sorry for that. I will try and post more regularly, but today's video is about the 5 things that I bought after narcissistic abuse that seriously improved my life. Stay tuned and let's get into it. So the first item was new dishes. There was just something about having the dishes in my home that were purchased when we got married, that just bothered me. I did not like eating off of them or anything. It felt like that was a soul tie or some sort of like physical tie to him and the relationship that we had been in. So the first thing that I did was I got rid of all those dishes and I didn't donate them. There was just something negative about them. I broke them all and got rid of them. So that was one of the first things that I replaced, and it improved my life so much because it was just breaking that chain, breaking that connection, and it was like getting a fresh start, having something that you love to eat off of, and to sit around at meals and to sort of celebrate and enjoy, because they are new and they're exactly what you wanted and they are like a fresh start. So, new dishes, that was a big one. The second one, it sounds silly, but it was a garbage can. So throughout our entire time in this house, which is at the time it was like 3 years, we did not have a garbage can that I liked. Before we were in a place where you could throw your garbage to like the main chute, like as soon as like a small kitchen garbage got full. So you never had like that overflowing feeling. But in a house, you have to keep your garbage, and usually it stays a little bit longer. And you also like have to wait till garbage day to get rid of it. So we had a very small garbage bin and it was always getting full, and I was always like struggling to like tie it up, find places to keep it like in the garage and all of that. And so I really just wanted a garbage bin that held our life's like garbage. Oftentimes there's lots of packaging that can't be recycled or whatever it is. And I just really wanted a garbage can that had a lid on it and was just like contained. And this guy would fight me over the smallest things. Like he said that was unnecessary. And so it was like almost like an act of rebellion to like buy a garbage can that fit our needs. So I got a garbage can, and that seriously improved my life after narcissistic abuse. Again, it was like an act of rebellion to get the things that I needed to make my kitchen function the way that I needed it to. And getting a garbage can was a big one. The third one was a bed frame. Um, we had this bed frame. I never liked it. It was kind of squeaky, and the bed never really sat properly on it. And it was just like a miserable thing. I feel like I did not get proper sleep with that bed frame. So after getting separated and just being able to like clear my mind and start to think better, I decided to replace the bed frame. And that was the best thing I did. I didn't even get an expensive one. Like I paid maybe $100, but that bed frame changed my sleep, which changes your life. So I'm so glad that I was able to get that replaced and get something that you think is just a simple change, but it really improved my sleep. It really improved my daytime life and everything. So the bed frame was a huge win and improvement after narcissistic abuse. Okay, so the fifth one I'm going, oh, so the next one is security cameras. So I never knew what he was going to do or get up to. And there are times that he would just show up here randomly to my home, send people to my home and everything. So security cameras were never in my repertoire from the beginning. I'm very much a person that's like, oh, I'll protect your home, but have your privacy. And I never really wanted security cameras. But that just gave me peace of mind, whether I was home or I was away. I could see what was going on around my home, and I could decide to respond or not. So if somebody came to the door, I could just check the cameras and see if that was someone that I wanted to engage with or not. So security cameras became a big thing for me. It gave me that extra level of security and peace of mind and the ability to um, decide whether I was going to be available to the person or not. So security cameras were a big deal. And I still really am happy that I invested in those and have them. Okay, so number five, I'm going to skip. We're going to come back to that. I have a bonus one that applies to more people because my number five doesn't necessarily apply to everybody else. So number six, technically number six, is a purse. So for so many years in the narcissistic abusive relationship, I just kept shrinking and shrinking and getting more and more, or less and less, I could say, less and less myself, less and less who I remembered I was. And I stopped carrying a purse. I started carrying like one of those little like Lululemon crossbody bags where you just put your wallet and your phone, but I wasn't carrying like all those other things that I really used to carry. And so getting a purse was like having like a new personality again, like starting to decide what my style was, the things that I enjoyed having with me, and just feeling like I was taking up more space in the world and showing up for myself because I had all the things I needed with me and I was prepared. So it was kind of a weird one. I didn't expect how much the purse purchase was going to make me feel more like myself again. But it really did. It made me feel like a woman that had her life together. So the purse purchase was a big one. Um, and I'm glad that I did it. I got to pick the style, the color, matching little like accessory bags for inside to organize it. And I just started to feel more like I matter and that I've got my back. And so I'm really glad that I made that purchase for myself and um, yeah, started to come back into who I am. And the fifth one, which is the one I skipped over, is a service dog. So for years and years, I had asked for a service dog to help with my disability, and the narc always refused. And there was never a good reason for it, but I allowed it. I didn't stand up for myself. I did not push. I kind of like cried and begged, but I didn't say, put my foot down and say, like, no, this is what I need, and this is what I'm going to do for myself. So once he was out of the picture, that was one thing that made me feel safer, helped me with my disability and helped me navigate this world much more safely. And so I got myself the service dog, and that has been such a huge blessing. And I'm sad that I let myself. I sort of put my safety in his hands and let him dictate what was right for me. So I'm so glad that I stood up for myself now, and it's never too late. And I got the medical equipment that I needed. So that is a big one. It's not going to apply to everyone, but if there's something that you just need and you're getting out of that abusive cycle and relationship, you stand up for yourself and you make those needs a priority and get them fulfilled. So that's my list. That's my six items that after leaving narcissistic abuse, I brought into my life and it was a game changer. I'd love to hear what yours are. What did you get? After leaving narcissistic abuse that was really helpful to you and that others might be inspired by. They might be different than my list and they might surprise you once you start thinking about it. But people might think that you'd run out and like replace your jewelry and all of that. But for me, it was a garbage can, dishes, bed frame, purse, and the security cameras was a big one, and the medical equipment that I needed. So I'd love to hear from you. Put your comments in the comment section down below. What did you buy? And hit that subscribe button and join this journey with us on healing and recovery after abuse. Talk to you again soon. Bye.